Marvel Studios' Kingpin, who of course is played by Vincent D'Onofrio, has been saying he wants to fight Spider-Man ever since Spider-Man joined the MCU. So it's no surprise that once again he's saying, hey, how about that Spider-Man 4? You know who would be a good villain? The Kingpin. I really do appreciate that Vincent D'Onofrio has taken to the Snyder fan base of demands. Just keep on screaming it up until it happens. I mean, he's been doing it for the better part of half a decade or more now, so maybe it's going to happen. Maybe this is how it can happen. But recently, on an appearance on the Sarah O'Connell show, Vincent D'Onofrio was asked about returning to the MCU, or to Marvel in general, as Kingpin. Of course, his time as the character in Hawkeye, and what he hopes happens next. And he talked about a lot of aspects of returning to the character, the fun they had, of course, the world they built up that included the Punisher, for example, who he also brings up as somebody that he would like to see again. And when asked about the future in regards to where can we expect to see the Kingpin, and if there's anything more that he can add to the whole Spider-Man thing, which he's been teasing or hoping for, he said that he just hopes it happens, because he wants to fight all of them. He says from the Punisher to Daredevil to especially Spider-Man, because the comic ties are all there. He said that there is plenty of room to expand on those stories, and he really hopes it happens. But out of all of them, definitely Spider-Man. That's the one he thinks he could have a lot of fun with, and that's the one he wants. And he says that as long as everybody wants it, and he hopes everybody wants it as much as he does, he hopes it's in Spider-Man 4. So, again, you know, hopefully, but who really knows what story they're going to take there. If we are to believe the internet scoopers, Spider-Man 4 is going to be a multiversal, trans-dimensional, 3D animation-infused fight against the symbiote god that deals with Topher Grace. Or if we just look at it naturally, we go, oh, Spider-Man's a more street character now. He also knows of Daredevil. Yeah, this might actually work out to be a Daredevil Spider-Man crossover that could see Kingpin as one of the villains. You know, the Kingpin of crime, doing the street stuff. That would honestly be my direction on it, because let's go back to a more personal, more down-to-ground personal Spider-Man story before we go, like, grandiose and ambitious again. So hopefully D'Onofrio can have his way. Maybe he'll just keep saying this till every time Kevin Feige's interviewed about anything, somebody has to go, so, Kingpin's gonna fight Spider-Man, right? Up until it happens, just like they did with D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox returning to the MCU or to Marvel. So, maybe you just gotta keep the pressure on him and it will happen.